Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Dazzled or Disappointed for you. I feel like I could not get those words out of my mouth. That is actually, it ended up being a purchase that happened sooner rather than later because several of you on Instagram had asked me if I was going to pick up this product for a review, and I really was going to kind of just wait. Sometimes with concealers and foundations, I can wait it out and kind of see if people are loving it and then go from there. But several of you asked me if I was going to review the new Too Faced Born This Way Contour Concealer, and so I was like, okay, I'll probably look into it. I had seen my Sephora had put up a sign saying they were going to put it out on a certain day, like at 10 a.m. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and pick that up, and that way I can review it. And so for whatever reason, the day before I happened to be inside my the Sephora inside JCPenney, and they already had them out, and I was like, I walked by, and you know when you walk by and then just the light bulb kind of clicks and you walk back and you're like, is that what I think it is? And this was. They had already put these out, so went ahead and picked one up so that I could review for you. I feel like there's already a million videos and reviews out there because of PR, and so I feel like lately that is the case. Usually the reviews get up before the product is even released just because there's so much PR that goes out now. But I did pick it up. I have been using it for several days, and I do have some thoughts for you. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to those thoughts. All right, guys, so I picked mine up in the shade Natural Beige. That is the light, medium, neutral undertone type of shade. If you're ever wondering which shade is right for you and your undertone, if you already know what your undertone is, go to the Sephora app, the Sephora website. They typically, I say like 99% of the time, by the name of the shade, they will have the description of the undertone, and that's how I know which shade is right for me. I already know that I'm a light, medium, neutral. I can get away with light neutral if there is no light medium. And so if I'm going to get something in store, I'll go online first, see which one is my shade, and then I'll pick it up in store. And that's how I knew that the Natural Beige was going to be the one for me. It was the light, medium, neutral. So this is, for those of you who don't know, which I think most of you probably do, this is basically Too Faced's response to the whole Shape Tape, the whole Tarte Shape Tape thing. Shape Tape was like huge. I mean, I can't remember a concealer ever being that big a deal, and so many love it, myself included. It provides great coverage. I love using it on my lids, like for a cut crease, as my eyeshadow primer, and so it just really is an amazing product. It is more of a matte formula, and so Too Faced, you know their Born This Way formula is more the, I guess, satin. I don't know if dewy's the word, but it's more the satin type of finish. It's not matte. It just gives you a very radiant type of finish. So that's what this is, and I'm actually surprised it took a brand this long to kind of counter Tarte's Shape Tape, but that's okay. Let's get into the specifics about this product. So this is the box that it comes in. I think the Too Faced Born This Way foundation looks the same way. It's the Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and it's on the box. It's for conceal, contour, highlight, and retouch. In my opinion, if you're going to use it for concealing, contouring, and highlighting, you kind of need different shades. And at $29, I wasn't about to buy different shades. I just bought the one because my intent would mainly be to use it for concealing. So let me give you real quick details. I just mentioned it is $29. You get half an ounce of product, which is about half the size of a foundation. Let me see what the Shape Tape is. The Shape Tape is 0.338 fluid ounces, so definitely less. You're getting basically a half of amount of a foundation bottle, which is quite a bit. But if you're going to use it for all those different things, obviously it's probably going to go faster. Let's see. So the Sephora website does say it's a hydrating, full coverage, weightless, 4-in-1 formula that conceals, contours, highlights, and retouches. Basically saying with the one bottle, you can do 4 different things. But if you need to contour, you obviously need a different shade. And if you're going to highlight, you obviously want a lighter shade. But it says this hydrating, buildable, multitasking concealer masks imperfections, smooths, and sculpts skin for natural looking coverage. It's infused with coconut water, which I think a lot of their products are infused with coconut water, like the Hangover products I believe are as well. Alpine rose and hyaluronic acid, skin-loving ingredients that come together for crease-free, weightless wear that's so naturally flawless they'll think you were born this way. What else you need to know? Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer is available in 20 versatile shades. Its doe foot applicator allows for perfectly precise application. The weightless formula hydrates skin, so it's never dry or cakey. It's non-comedogenic, photo-friendly, I may have pronounced that wrong, sorry. Photo-friendly and flashback free, and wears for up to 12 hours. So let's just go ahead and go into swatches and things of that nature. I will tell you this is made in Italy. Let's see. The box does say it's infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance, and promote elasticity, hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful looking appearance. It's hydrating, long-wearing, photo-friendly, non-comedogenic. Cover, contour, highlight. This may be something that was already on the Sephora website that I just read you. It says fully loaded pigments provide maximum coverage with an undetectable finish for a look so flawless they'll think you were born this way. Sounds like I just read that off the Sephora website. Okay, so let's go into the bottle. The bottle looks just like the foundation. It is like a plastic bottle. It is probably the chunkiest highlighter I own at this point. It's a very thick bottle. And so, but that's what it looks like. It basically looks like a skinnier version of the foundation. So it is what I'm wearing. I'm gonna zoom you in here in a second. I thought of doing this on camera, like putting it on, but the thing about it is I figured if I did that, I wouldn't be able to finish the rest of my makeup until I did this. So I went ahead and applied, however, I have not set it. But that's so that you can see what it looks like without setting it with powder, and then I'll set it with powder on camera so that you can see kind of like what it looks afterwards. So again, I picked up the shade Natural Beige. It is very, very thick. This doe foot applicator is very, very large. I'll compare it to the Shape Tape here in a second. But just so that you have an idea of the shade in case you are similar to my shade range, this is what it looks like. It's definitely a light medium shade. So if you're looking to really brighten your under eyes or highlight, then I would go a shade lighter. Maybe go, if you're neutral undertone, maybe do the light neutral. So that's what that looks like. So you see it's got a very like glossy type of finish. Now let me go ahead, I'm gonna compare it to two other highlighters. Concealers. The Tarte Shape Tape, which I have in the light. I ended up needing light medium. I picked mine up back when it first released and it became such a big hit that I could never even exchange it because it sold out so quickly. And then I do have the regular Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So this was actually never one of my favorites. I am using it because I'm almost at the end. I'm trying to finish it out. So I will just tell you that was never one of my favorites. Let's see. What shade do I have this in? Because this looks so different. Well, the sticker is gone, but I do remember picking this up in the light medium. I know I've got light medium, and look at the difference in tones. This is light medium in their new version. This is light medium in their regular concealer. So that is quite a difference. But anyways, so that's that. Then you've got the Shape Tape. The Shape Tape is in the light. Now here is the doe foot applicator, also very thick. Let me see, I'll compare them for you here in a second. And obviously the Tarte one is going to look glossy at first because it hasn't dried down. But that's that one right there. So you've got the Tarte Shape Tape, the Born This Way concealer, and then the Too Faced Born This Way, what is it called? The Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So that's that. You don't see too much of a glossy look on the Shape Tape. And that's because it's already drying down to kind of its matte finish. You see that it's still glossy over here. Let me show you the difference in the doe foot applicators, hopefully without making a mess. The handle on this, is super, I like that it's very chunky and thick because I can really grab onto it for a good, precise application. I like that quite a bit. That's not something I've ever had in a concealer. So I feel like the doe foot applicator of the Shape Tape is actually still bigger than the Too Faced Contour Concealer. So I'm hoping, let's see, hoping you can see that. You see how the Shape Tape right here, and then you've got the Too Faced right there. So definitely a bigger doe foot applicator still on the Tarte Shape Tape, which I had not even looked at them side by side as of yet. I just waited till I did this video, and I did not expect it to still be larger than the Too Faced, only because this thing is so gigantic. Anyways, so let me zoom you in real quick. And that way you can see what it looks like without having set the concealer. So as you can see, I've told y'all before in concealer videos that I've got a couple of deeper lines right close to my lid that always end up creasing a little bit just because the lines are so deep. No concealer has ever been able to avoid that, and that's not something that I base my opinion on. So do you see that right there? Those are the ones I'm talking about. But other than that, look how smooth that looks. Do you see that? And for the most part, I mean, other than, I feel like right here, this little spot right here, no concealer has ever been able to hide this little tiny area right here. It's probably the darkest area under my eyes. Other than that, it looks super bright, super smooth. I mean, do you see any creasing? I sure don't, and I've had this on for a couple of hours now. So I'm gonna leave you zoomed in actually, because I'll just set it while we are on camera just so that you can see how it sets. Not sure if you even care about that, but I'm gonna end up using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I'm gonna use the, let's see, we'll use the second shade, which is called Enhance. Let's see if I can, that one right there. So let's just go ahead and set this real quick so that you can see what it looks like. See how it sets so nicely? It doesn't end up looking, sometimes when you set a concealer, it ends up looking kind of cakey and gross. And this one sets like really, really nicely. So let me zoom you in one more time. And now you can see that is set. So before it was just on its own, which had the dewy finish, and now that it's set, it's got a little bit more of a matte finish. So that is that. Now, I have also used it as my eyeshadow primer without setting it, and it has just worked wonderfully. It has worked better than I thought it would. I figured because it was dewy that it might be a little bit like it would crease the eyeshadow, and it sure didn't. So that being said, let me jump you into my thoughts real quick. This is my favorite concealer of all time. At this point, I'm like, Shape Tape, who? I think I'm gonna kick this one to the curb for now, because this thing is so amazing. That 12-hour claim, absolutely true, because I usually put my makeup on roughly about 6 in the morning, not taking it off usually till 6 or 7 in the afternoon, and so I end up with a full day. I can give makeup like the full makeup test. Now lipsticks are a little bit different because I do like to wipe them down. I don't like it to be crusty and gross, but as far as makeup goes, I can give makeup like foundations and concealers the true wearability test. Like, I get home and I'm just, my eyes, my under eyes are the same practically as in the morning. I'm like, how is this even possible? I like the look of not setting it because it gives my under eyes such a healthy look. It looks hydrated, it looks nice and dewy, not oily, just really fresh looking. I don't even know. I don't know what they did to even trump the Shape Tape, but oh my goodness, this thing is so amazing, so worth the $29. I'm so happy you guys encouraged me to pick this up to review for you guys because this is absolutely my favorite concealer of all time. It's hydrating, it's just very full coverage. It covers really, really well. You can wear it without setting if you don't mind that. I like that. You can wear it with setting and it just even looks more airbrushed and beautiful. I am not even one to do the whole highlight here or conceal here, conceal here. I don't do all that. However, I do have quite a bit of like dry skin right here at the sides of my nose, and so it ends up looking kind of flaky and gross, and I just don't know why. It's always super dry there. So what I have started doing with this is I put just a little bit right there in the corners, and then I blend it in with my beauty sponge, and oh my gosh, here, I'll zoom you in and I'll show you my nose up close. Gross, but yeah. So, do you see, like, look, it just looks so perfect. Look at that. It didn't even look. I'm so impressed with this. Like, I just want to show you guys. Look, you don't even see any of the dry spots. Whatever. I know that's so awkward and weird. You're probably like, seriously, Michelle? Really? You had to do that? Anyways, I love it so much. The other day I was thinking, I wonder what it would look like to use it as foundation all over my face. Guys, this thing is really worth looking into if you need full coverage. If you have maybe kind of dry skin and you need like something that is gonna make your skin look a little bit healthier and more moisturized, grab this concealer. I mean, I don't know if it's the most travel friendly thing because it's like super huge. Look at the difference between the regular Born This Way concealer and now their contour concealer. But you guys, this thing is so amazing. I am absolutely loving it. I say if you are in the market for a new concealer, full coverage, dewy, blah, 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 not even dewy. You can set it and it goes into a matte. Go pick this up. You need this in your life. This is a Dazzled. I mean, beyond. Whatever word or noun goes beyond Dazzled, this is it. I never expected to be this in love with a concealer. I am. Alright guys, before I let you go, I need to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from 1 Chronicles 16, 8 through 11, so it's a little bit longer, but I love this verse. It says, "Give praise to the Lord, proclaim his name, make known among the nations what he has done. Sing to him, sing praise to him, tell all of his wonderful acts. Glory in his holy name, let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Look to the Lord and his strength, seek his face always." I hope this encourages you guys. That's always my intent in giving you the verse of the day, is just to encourage you, just to help lift your spirits. It is my prayer that if Jesus has been knocking on the door of your heart, that you would give him a chance. I consistently say this, that I just cannot even imagine what my life would be without him. He's just the best friend you could ever have. I know sometimes people are very skeptical. I'm not trying to push anything down your throat. This is just me trying to encourage you. Alright guys, I love y'all. Thank you so much for always supporting my channel. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing because I really would love to have you as part of this YouTube family. Alright guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!